Good morning, children. Welcome back to online class. I am Mrs. Kala. I am going to teach physical science for you. Before starting our lesson, let us see one small activity. Take a rubber ball, fill it with water, then make tiny holes on it with a pin at different points on its surface. Press anywhere on the ball. What do you observe? There are identical streams of water flowing in all directions from the holes. See the diagram also. What is the reason? This is due to the phenomenon that the pressure which is applied on the liquid is equally transmitted in all directions. This concept was explained by Pascal. Okay, so what happens here? Here the pressure which is applied on the liquid is equally transmitted on all the directions. So let us move on to Pascal's law. The pressure applied at any point of a liquid at rest in a closed system. Let us consider as a rubber ball. It's a closed system only, isn't it? Will be distributed equally through all regions of the liquid. So in the closed system, the pressure is acted in the water. The pressure is equally distributed on the regions of the liquid. That is only is taken as a Pascal's law. It's an important 2-mark question. State Pascal's law. The pressure applied at any point of a liquid at rest. The liquid is maintained as a rest condition. The pressure is applied at any one point on the liquid surface in a closed system will be distributed equally through all the regions of the liquid. The pressure is acting on the same points only in the water levels. It does not depends upon the height, or it does not depends upon the water in the high depth, but it depends what the pressure is equally distributed when the object is maintained in the rest conditions. That only is stated in the Pascal's law. But in the previous classes what we discussed, in the liquids are exert the same pressure in all the directions at a given depth. The liquid pressures varies with the depth, and the liquid pressure is varies with the height, isn't it? But in this place what happens? The pressure is equally distributed when the liquid is maintains the rest in a closed system. That only is explained in the Pascal's law. So now let us move on to some of the applications of the Pascal's law. So some of the following examples highlight their working according to the Pascal's law. What is Pascal's law? The pressure applied any point of the liquid at rest in a closed system will be distributed equally through all regions of the liquid. So first example we have to move on to. In an automobile service station, the vehicles are lifted upward using the hydraulic lift, which works as per Pascal's law. So the hydraulic lift is worked based on the Pascal's law. Afterwards only the vehicles will be lifted in the upward directions when it is used in the automobile service stations. So the one question arranges your mind is, what is hydraulic lift and how does the hydraulic lift works? Is stated. So the hydraulic lift is a type of machine that uses a hydraulic apparatus to lift or move objects using the force created when the pressure is exerted on liquid in piston. See this diagram also. Here the one side the piston is moving, or the pump is pushes and the oil into the cylinder. It is filled with a fluid or it is filled with the oil also, and it pushing the piston which pushes the lift the car upward directions. So the piston is pushing in the downward directions. The pressure is exerted in the one end, and afterwards the pressure is distributed equally or distributed on the regions on the liquid, and based on this pressure only the other end of the piston is moving in the upward directions. So the cylinder pushing the piston which pushes the lift a car in the upward directions. This is the hydraulic lift. So the to go up, a pump pushes the oil into the cylinder, pushing the piston which pushes the lift car up. So here the pressure is equally distributed through all the regions of the liquid. This is the first application of the Pascal's law. So next we have to move on to the second applications. Automobile brake system works according to the Pascal's law. Already you know the brake system is whether we are using the two-wheeler or in the four-wheelers. In the automobiles we are applying the brake. So the brake system also is works according to the Pascal's law. So what is brake system? A brake is a mechanical device that inhibits the motion by absorbing energy from the moving system. It is used for slowing or stopping a moving vehicle. So what is the function of a brake? It is used to decrease the speed of the vehicles only. So the brake is applied by the driver, and afterwards what? The brake is nothing but where we have to apply the pressure or the force is acting on the perpendicular area of the body only. So it exerts the pressure. The pressure is equally distributed to its connected the wheels with the rim, and automatically it comes for stop. It decreases the speed of the vehicle, or it comes for the the stopping positions only. This is based on the which one? The Pascal's law. And third we want to move on to the one more important applications of the Pascal's law is taken as hydraulic press. The hydraulic press is used to make the compressed bundles of cotton or cloth so as to occupy less space. So we have to compress the bundles of the cotton or in the clothes. We could able to use the one more device. This is taken as a hydraulic press. So the hydraulic cylinder to produce the compressive force. So the force will be equally distributed. I mean the pressure is equally distributed, and after that only the cotton or in the clothes is placed to be pressed. So it could able to occupy the less space only. So using these three examples we are applying only the Pascal's law only. So the Pascal's law is nothing but the pressure applied any point of the liquid at rest or in the fluid or at rest in a closed system will be distributed equally through all regions of the liquid. This is taken as what? Pascal's law. Students, I hope you understand what we discussed based on the Pascal's law. First we discussed the activity based on the Pascal's law. Second we discussed the applications of the Pascal's law. So we could able to move on to the one more applications of the Pascal's law. Let us consider here two identical syringes. The identical syringes are filled with water. Connect them with a plastic tube. See the first one. Press gently on one end of the piston. So what do you observe? The one end of the piston is pressed in the downward. The other piston will move up slightly depending upon the pressure given on the first piston. So using this activity it confirms that the pressure exerted on a liquid at rest is transmitted is nothing but distributed equally to other portions of the liquid. So it's based on this we could able to do what the hydraulic lift or we could able to use what the hydraulic elevators. With the help of the syringes we could able to demonstrate. So this is also is works based on the Pascal's law. I hope students you understand this one. So next we got to move on to, it's an important concept and interesting concept also. A liquid flowing out of very small opening of a tube or tap comes out in the form of fine drops or not as a continuous stream is needed. What is the reason? Why are raindrops spherical in nature? Everybody noticed is needed. The shape of the raindrops is spherical is needed. And trees are greenish. They are greenish at the tip too. How does the water rise upward in the tree or plant? Against the force of gravity. Already you know all the objects are moving towards the gravity. The gravity is acting in the downward directions only, but in the plants or in the trees the water is moving in the upward direction. It is against the force of gravity is needed. So all the above questions have an answer, that is due to surface tension. So the surface tension is nothing but it is a property of a liquid only. What is surface tension? Surface tension is a property of a liquid. So already you know liquid. Let us consider as a water. The water, it consists of the molecules. It's a combination of the hydrogen and the oxygen molecules. So the molecules of the liquid experiences a force which contracts the extent of their surface area as much as possible. So the force is applied on the liquid is experiences a force, and afterwards what happens? It contracts the surface area so as to have a minimum value. So the minimum amount of force acting per unit length of the surface of the liquid is called surface tension. So the surface tension is acting on the surface of the water or in the water layers only. This kind of the force is called as surface tension. The unit of the surface tension is Newton by meter, because the force is acting per unit length. The force is acting per what? The unit length of the surface of the liquid. So it gives us a surface tension definitions, and also it gives us the unit also. The unit of the surface tension is Newton by meter. So what is surface tension? The amount of force acting per unit length of the liquid surface. The unit length of the surface of the liquid is called surface tension. So what is the unit of surface tension? The unit of the surface tension is Newton by meter. So I hope students you understand what and all we discussed in this video. First we discussed Pascal's law with the example, and next we discussed the applications of Pascal's law, and next we discussed the introduction of surface tension. Thank you children. Thanks for watching.